When a buyer and a seller reach an agreement on a home sale, and they've ratified a contract, we all expect money is going to change hands. There's usually a lender involved, deposits, credits, closing costs, and all sorts of moving parts. So who handles all this money? Hi, my name is allen-rouman, and I'm a real estate agent in Palm Springs, California. Because real estate deals are complex and there's a lot of money involved, the buyer just can't PayPal the seller, right? That's obvious. So then how does it work? Enter the escrow company. These are third parties that act kind of like accountants for your real estate deal. What's important, besides the value of their service, is that they're always neutral with respect to the principals. Let me say that again. They handle the money, and they're not on the buyer's side or on the seller's side. They simply don't have an interest in how the deal comes out. And this is why, if a dispute arises between the buyer and the seller, the escrow officer won't have a stake in who wins the argument. And it's the primary reason neither the buyer's agent nor the seller's agent can act as an escrow officer for the deal. Now, there are some other things you should know about an escrow company. First, they're going to get paid for the services they provide. It's a real business, and it's vital to the smooth exchange of money for property. Second, there are often local customs that guide who pays for their services. In our area, buyers and sellers usually split these fees evenly because both sides are benefiting from the services. However, this is completely negotiable. Third, transactions use one escrow company. Fourth, this is a regulated business in California. Escrow officers are obligated to follow strict laws around the handling of trust funds, which is your money they're handling in trust for you until the deal is done. Fifth, who gets to choose the escrow company isn't written in stone. There are just local customs that everyone tends to follow to make things easy. For example, here in the Coachella Valley, it's common for the buyer to pick the escrow company, whereas in other parts of the state, it's typical the seller picks the escrow company. Your agent will know how it works in your area. And sixth, real estate agents and brokers often have favorite escrow companies based on their personal experience. It's reasonable to get their advice, and this is true for selecting a title company as well. This brings up an important point, though. It's illegal for a California escrow company or escrow officer to give any sort of a kickback to a real estate agent or broker for referral business. So don't assume your agent's recommendations are shady. The last thing I want to say about choosing an escrow company is that you want to go with someone that gets everything right. In other words, don't use cost as your only measure. Rely on an outfit known for accuracy and excellent service. I can't overstate the value of having confidence that your money is safe and is being handled properly. One more thing I should add is that in some parts of the country, attorneys act as escrow officers. In that case, this California-specific information won't apply to you, since attorneys aren't required for us to complete a real estate transaction here. Now, if any of this is confusing, ask your real estate agent for an explanation. If you don't have a real estate agent, contact me and I'll do my best to help. Oh, and before you go, please like this video if you found this information useful, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to hear more about our videos as they get posted. Thanks very much for watching.